One, two, three, one, two, three. How's everyone doing today? One, two, three, one, two, three. One, two, three, one, two, three. Hello, dear traders. How's everyone doing today? Wonderful. It's Wednesday, right? The 7th of February 2024. And we are about to commence our, well, it'll be the first marathon of this year. I hope this year in 2024 we will be able to present more and conduct more trading marathons for you because I really do think that this is a great educational event which allows to share a lot of practical advice with a little bit of contest and a little bit of joy and a little bit excitement. So that is why I am very happy to be conducting this today's marathon for you. So how is everyone doing today? Do you have any interesting stories that you would like to share before we begin? uh, I'm really excited to, I hope that we will have many people watching us today and many traders will be able to get some practical knowledge and somehow, even at least by a few bits, to improve their trading, strategies, trading results. So, hello, hello, hello. All right, let's begin a marathon. All right, audio. So, audio is stuck sometime, right? Yeah. So just in case, I would like to remind you that in case something is wrong with connection, you can always, reload the platform, reload your mobile application if you're watching from your cell phone, or if you're watching from the desktop, you can refresh your browser page. That usually helps. All right. So, guys, what is our today's program? Right. So, today's program is as follows. So, in the first hour, it'll be me, Thomas, and I'll be talking about the triple rebound strategy and Axel strategy, and I will also do a contest called Guess the Quote. So, basically, this is what we are going to begin our stream with. Next, Safari and Horizon. So two more strategies. And we are going to do the collective trade contest, which is one of my favorite, in fact, because I just like how sometimes we are able to, really predict where prices are moving. So next is our what else? Support and resistance trading, and the last but not least is the Fibonacci levels. And on the final hour, we are going to be talking about the kind Martin strategy. Yeah, that's it. And we'll conduct the results. So we have contests, we have activities, so we have a lot. We have a lot for you. So please be active during the following 3-4 hours. I hope that you can stay with us for as long as the whole complete duration of this marathon of this stream. Hope your cell phones and mobile devices are fully charged. But in case they are not, of course, you have time to do that. So, all right, all right, all right, all right. So let's run our first contest, and this is going to be our contest, which is called Guess the Quote. And hold on a second. I'm preparing everything, so finalizing like just a few final steps. So, my dear traders, so let's. I hope that these contests will become our tradition, and we can include more and more activities in our next streams. So, uh, yeah, one of our very favorite, or my favorite, contest is this one. So it is called guess the quote. So guess the quote in this contest. Basically, you need to guess the uh, prices of four assets, which are Crash, STM 300, Brent oil, and Europe Composite Index, and the price of Ethereum. So today, in basically 52 minutes. And all you need to do is you need to put your account number here, put your name and last name here, and also your forecast. So imagine this. So for example, you open this asset, so Crash STM 300, and from here you open trades. So imagine, yeah, what will be the price in 1 hour? So will it be will it go up? Will it go down? So that is pretty much the question. So right now, and yeah, what will be the price of this asset in 52 minutes? And basically, you have time to make your forecast. So let's devote 3-4 minutes to this contest at 2:12, at 14:12. I will close this contest, and no more answers will be able, no more replies will be taken into this contest. So please just give me a second. I will send this link to our chat. So here it is. I'm sending just in case 3 times, but it is the same link. So please click on that link, follow this link, and oh yeah, I will take trades. I will take I will take many trades. I will open many trades today. That is the goal of today's marathon, to share knowledge by opening trades and showing possible ways of analyzing charts. So, my dear traders, dear friends. So, I think this link should be you should be able to follow this link, to click this link, and so this page should open. And once again, all you need to do is you need to put your ID, account ID, your name and last name, and then what do you think price of Crash STM, price of Brent oil, price of Europe Composite Index, and price of Ethereum will be in 50, well, basically in 50 minutes. And the three closest replies in each category, the first place gets $100 in risk-free trades. The second place gets $50, and the third place gets 25. So I guess these are quite nice prizes for, well, basically just a few minutes of mental work, so thinking. And yeah, so feel free, go ahead and make your forecasts. So I will be happy to see the results. So yeah, don't be in a rush, but at the same time, I think 2 or 3 more minutes will be enough, and I will basically close the table. The link is in the chat. So once again, here's the link. So just duplicating it once again. Here it is in the chat, so you can find it and you can make your forecast, and you can win these nice prizes. So yeah, that is the link. And so all right, so guys, while you are giving your answers and making your forecast, so let me go ahead and slowly move into the triple rebound strategy. So triple rebound strategy, as you can see, it is available on the platform to the users, to traders who are at expert level, right? So we have the so-called levels: starter, advanced, and expert. So with the expert status, we have this strategy available. So basically it takes 2 clicks to activate it, and then it will be placed on the chart, and you will be able to basically use this strategy in analyzing charts and then making your forecasts. So obviously this strategy is not so much applicable to the crash. Well, I mean, like, it can be okay. Yeah, in fact, it can be applied now. But my today's my area of focus will be is going to be FTT mode of trading, right? Why FTT is simply because by opening FTT trades with duration of 3 minutes, I will be able to show you multiple many examples of how one can apply this trading strategy. Because by showing you by showing many results, many trades, you can actually um, see multiple ways how you can apply this set of indicators, which are basically three identical indicators, which are the RSI indicator, so relative strength index indicator, but they have different properties. The first one has the period of 7, the second one the period of 14, and the final one has the period of 21. So basically we have this group of three RSI indicators. Also, what you can do here is you can make them a little bit, so you can adjust the thickness of these indicators so that they become just, I think it's very convenient for you to also see that. That's how you can like make them a little thicker so they become more visible on your screen, so you don't have to stress your eyes. And let me go ahead and open. So I have found my first trade, my first signal. And by the way, guys, do you use this strategy? So, or have you used this trading strategy in your daily trading? I really wonder. Please share your thoughts, your ideas, your comments on this trading strategy. But let me go ahead and open my first trade. And now let me go ahead and explain why I did so. So as you can see in this strategy, we have three RSIs, and the most important ones here would be the 7 and the 14 because they are the faster ones than the 21 RSI. And basically, why we use three of them instead of just one is because when used in combination, in this kind of combination, usually they provide us with more accurate signals. So signals, yeah, just I would say more accurate signals. And so when is the entry point? When is the signal to enter? So the signal to enter the trade would be here when this, so when the line of the RSI indicator, so first it exits, it like goes below the 30 line, it goes below 30, and then it goes like kind of returns back above 30. So that is when you can open trades. That is kind of like this classic, this canonic signal with this strategy. So in other words, you can also say that the price goes, so the value of the RSI indicator goes from the oversold area back to the normal area. That is the idea behind this indicator. So we are now on the 7 RSI and the 14 RSI. We are in this oversold area, and yeah, we can also place another one. Like ideally, this strategy belongs to this category of strategies where you have one signal, one trade, but sometimes you can open multiple trades. I mean, there isn't like anything critical to it. So you can use multiple signals, and then you can also use like longer trades of longer duration. So it's it's kind of especially if you are a beginner, right? If you're just in the beginning steps, in the first steps of your trading journey, I really do recommend that you try different periods, different durations of trades. So it's all about experimenting and observing what works and what doesn't work in your with your trades. All right, so let's do gold. Whew. Yeah, gold. So as you can see, the 7 RSI, the 14 RSI were or still are kinda or exiting this oversold area. So something anything below 30 is it's my digital dragons, my first trade. So digital dragons. Okay. So this index is only, I think it's only available in Thailand, but it's also available for me because I work for the company and I have access to more assets. That is why this asset is also available to me in my account. All right. So gold, yes, we are reversing. So this big green candlestick, supposedly it should put should push upwards. So usually these or such big candlesticks, they usually sort of turn the tide. They they kind of change the duration, the course of action. Oh, it's a 2-minute trade. Okay, so closing with a refund. So because the opening price or the closing price actually equals the opening price. So in this case, you get a refund. So no win, no lose. All right. All right. So cricket index. So digital dragons again. So here is an interesting example. So when you have this kind of situation while we are like trading kind of sideways here with this digital dragons index, and you can, according to the signal from the RSI indicator, because it's now like this, as you can see, it's not going downwards, but it's trying to reverse. So in this case, you can open more trades. So based on this signal. All right. So So AUD So outcut. Yes, a very similar story. And let's also try and open a 5-minute trade. So as I say, it's all about experimenting. It's all about trying different, different trades, different signals, various approaches. That is very important in the beginning. So when maybe further on, maybe it won't be that important because maybe after a few months of trading, you will have found your strategies or patterns that work. But as I say, it's very crucial in the beginning stages of your trading career. So guys, by the way, we have 22 answers, 23 answers in our contest, and so actually one person gave like 3 contests. All right, and so guys, and the idea was to give the exact quote, not the up and down direction, because that'll be another one, that'll be another contest. But some of you provided answers or replies like it'll go up or it'll go down. So unfortunately, those answers will not be taken into account because you needed to provide the exact quote. And but the majority still provided the pretty much what was required. All right. So no more answers will be accepted because it's already quite like 38 minutes remaining before we know the results. How many people given answers? Yes, like 20, 24, 24. Where do I find this kind of trading on Olymp? So if you need, I mean, I don't really understand the question, like where do you find this kind of trading? So, yeah, I think your question refers to our to maybe my digital, what was that, digital dragons assets. Ooh, so a sharp drop here on the outcut. And yeah, we can try another one on gold, I think. So gold is trying to reverse. And another signal would be on the Astro index, because as you can see here, so that is this example when the price is reversing, right? So from this oversold area below 30, and now we are reversing, so that is a very very good signal. That is a very strong signal, because especially the last one, the slowest one, the 21 RSI, is also trading quite close to level 30. So that is also a very significant thing. So CAD JPY closes with profits. So let me go ahead and see. Okay, so outcut, and then so CAD JPY, CAD JPY. All right, and gold and Astro index. So these are my active trades so far. So a question like this: I'm from Nagaland. Do I need trading license before trading? No, in fact, no license is required, but you have to be over 18, so you have to be of legal age to trade. That is probably the main restriction. And but of course, for example, us as analysts, we always do recommend, spending enough time, doing your education, so taking care of your education, because I would say this: the right way to become a successful trader, like a lifetime successful trader, is to basically maybe spend 1, 2, maybe 3 months. Sometimes some people require 4 months, um, and then basically, you become a successful trader for a lifetime. So what many people do, and what they do wrong, is they jump straight into trading just so rapidly. Okay, so 5-minute trade was a mistake here, I think. Am I going to win? Oh wow, I was lucky. All right, so since I was lucky, let's try again. Maybe that this red candlestick will be a sign of reversal. So as I say, many people, they do kind of the opposite thing. They start trading without proper preparation, proper education, and they end up losing a lot of money. They end up losing confidence in themselves and their ability to trade, their trading skills in general, and they decide for themselves that no, this kind of activity, this kind of business is not for me. Well, whereas in fact, on the contrary, maybe if they started, like the opposite, by doing the opposite thing, so instead of just simply jumping straight into like trading with significant amounts of money, maybe they should have spent this time learning. And like when they were prepared, that's when they would like actually start the actual trading. Okay. So this is a very good example here. uh, kind of like this perfect trade on Astro Index. So all three, one, two, three, all three indicators of this strategy, they were in the same kind of place. And that is a very well, I mean, so yeah, that's kind of like the perfect reversal. So unfortunately, it doesn't happen all the time, but that is of course the reality of markets. So it never goes like we wish it were. But it's all about it's a little bit of numbers game. That is why I personally recommend to to before before discarding a strategy. So open 50 trades or open 100 trades with this with any particular strategy, and then see for yourself. So maybe the strategy is right for you, maybe the strategy is wrong for you, but oftentimes it's very difficult to tell by after opening like just a few trades, like 10, even 10 trades I think is not enough. So ideally you want to open like maybe at least 50 trades. So I would say 50 trades, that's the very bare minimum what you need to open before you actually decide that this strategy is for you or this strategy is not for you, right? So that's something everyone has to do, like open many trades before finally deciding whether to keep this any particular strategy in your trading portfolio or to just abandon it and discard it and never get back to the strategy. So this happens to me. I as a trader, as an active trader, I still, even though I have this long-term portfolio of investments, I still do trades like daily trades, which is called basically day trading, right? I do this kind of trading like almost every day. I would say like 90% of days in a month I open trade. Some of these trades are small, some of these trades are bigger ones, but all in all, in the end of the day, I trade almost every day. So I consider myself an active trader, like a very I would say an active trader. Okay, I wouldn't call myself like a very active trader because I don't open like hundreds of trades per day. But the point is this: even active traders with experience, they at least once a week or maybe at least twice a week, you know, you wanna have a look at your trades. You wanna see what works and what doesn't. So that is the idea. So when you trade, the only way, the only method to tell whether you are right or you are wrong, or whether this strategy is good or not, is to actually it's like in the end of the day, in the end of the month, or in the end of the trading week. So did you make any profit or not, or did you lose money? So that is the only merit by which you can tell whether this or any other strategy is working or not. So that is the idea. So, and yeah, constant revision, constant work on your trading results, that is very important. All right, so wow, I have quite a few trades open now. So this cat GPY, okay, I'm kind of now starting to fight this asset a little bit, but it really is overbought. It's really so much in this overbought area that eventually it will reverse. And in this case, I can keep opening trades because eventually it will reverse because it's so much in the overbought area, and that my trades will close with profits. Maybe not these ones, but the next one definitely will. All right. So, my dear traders, what we are going to do next? Now, we have talked how can we get the prize, asks a person in the chat. So the prizes will be, in case you're a winner, you will be announced as a winner in the end of the next hour, at the end of the next hour. And usually it takes about 24 hours for all the prizes, like risk-free trades, or so yeah, in this case we have risk-free trades. So it usually takes around 24 hours. So within 24 hours, for sure, they will be accrued to your account, to your trading account. Every contest will be happen when you will come again, means second and third contest with you. So yes, in the beginning of the next hour and in the beginning of the third hour of today's stream, of today's marathon, I will be running contests. So my friend and colleague Vlad is going to do the practical side, like the actual trading according to the Safari and the Horizon strategies. So two strategies. So okay, so maybe 5 minutes was a little bit too much for this. Okay, so wow, luckily I get this. Yeah, this flat market protection mode actually does help oftentimes. Like in this example, instead of closing this trade with a loss, now it closes with a refund. So a refund is, well, it's a great thing, right? Isn't it? So a refund is so much better than the loss. All right, and let me go ahead and open two last trades on the Canadian dollar against the yen. So finally, this red candlestick has come, and I think has arrived, and I think we should be. So let me do some quick recap. I think so. CAD GPY. Okay, so it's kind of 50-50 this time. So guys, nevertheless, so this time during this marathon we are trying to to pack it with information, with practical strategies, quite a lot. And now I think the time has come to switch to the Axel strategy. So Axel strategy is available for anyone who is trading on who trades on advanced level and on expert. So basically these two levels, they so here it is. So you click here and here it appears. And we can also once again adjust the thickness of these indicators in the properties section so that they become more like easily seen on the chart. And now let's go ahead and start trading with the strategy. And as soon as I find a signal according to the strategy, I will stop and explain how to trade using this strategy, using these indicators. So, all right. As you can see, this strategy only has one indicator in it. It is called the momentum indicator. And basically, to give you some brief explanation about this indicator, it basically compares the current price with the price n periods ago. So in this case, that is 14 periods ago. So basically, we take the current price and we divide it by the price that was like 14 candlesticks ago. And sometimes it will be, so this number will be less than 100, sometimes it will be more. So that is why we have this 100 line. And yeah, and here's our first signal, right? So how does this strategy work? So in this strategy, what we need to do is we need to wait a moment of time when the blue line, basically the blue line is the blue line would cross the orange line. So it's two lines basically, this yellow or dark yellow and blue line. So this blue line crossing yellow line. So fairly a very simple yet very efficient strategy. So let's go ahead and all right, downwards signal. So it is kind of the opposite situation, and I would say here is okay. I will not move to the next, to the next asset for a little bit. So just have a look at it. So pay attention to what happens. So this blue line crosses the yellow line. That is the moment when you want to open trades in the downwards direction. So that's pretty much that's the signal, right? What else can I say? What else can I say about this strategy? Yes, just one indicator. Um, there isn't much else to really tell here. So this momentum indicator is basically identifies this the very momentum, the very sentiment that is prevailing at any given moment. So now bears are winning or supposedly are winning. They are supposedly stronger in this moment of time, and that is why the price, so this blue line, like crossing downwards. All right. Right. Let's move on to the next. All right. Here comes the next signal, commodity composite index, right? So trade in the upwards direction. So let's have a look at. Ooh, so unfortunately, no, the downwards trend continues here. Let's have a look at Astro Index. Yeah, I think we're looking for a downtrend indicated by this crossing, but we'll see. So many people also ask about uh, the time frame, right? My duration of my current time frame is 1 minute, and the duration of trade is usually 3 minutes. All right. But unfortunately, no. Still sideways. Still going sideways. All right. Let's have a look at. So let's start searching for more entry points. So that's pretty much that's the game we are playing here, right? So we find, or that's how I view my game. So my game is this. I basically scroll. I move from one asset to another. I move from one chart to another, and I try to identify entry points, so entry signals. And then I open trade, and then I basically go and move on to the next chart and try to find more entry points, more signals. That's the idea behind trading. So it's all about finding new opportunities. All right. So digital dragons. All right. So commodity composite index. All right. 5 seconds to go on this one. Let's see. All right. Closing with profits. Nice. Let's move on to the next chart. All right, let's try this one. The euro against the United States dollar. So this trade is in the upwards direction. Aha, our friend, the Australian dollar, right? So this blue line crosses the yellow line downwards. And we also have this, I would say, micro. Oh yeah, so that is a level of resistance, right? I thought that was a double top, like a micro double top, but now it looks like the looks like a multiple resistance level. So we'll see how many times already. One, two, I would say three, four. So the fifth, wow, the fifth time. So let's see how many, how strong this this level is. Okay, so it's a little bit too late to open trades because this crossing took place two candlesticks ago, a little bit, so quite a long time ago. So Dow Jones. What about, okay, so Bitcoin has 10%. That's not so interesting. Let's just use $1 here, just for the sake of it, just for the sake of this trade. All right, and Ethereum. All right, so no signal on Ethereum. What about Nasdaq today? Okay, so Nasdaq is quite active today. But is there a signal? So no, so far I don't see a signal. It's already uptrending quite a lot. All right. Okay, so going back to our first trades again. One, two. Okay, it's a little bit confusing here. Okay, so this is a very good illustration that sometimes there is quite a lot of confusion because here price is moving sideways, kind of, and yeah, just too many crosses. Now this one I think is a good potential clients. How many? I don't know, like 15 green candlesticks in a row. Wow, that is a lot. All right, now let's open this trade downwards, in the downwards direction. And gold. Was that Europe Composite Index? Yes, that was Europe Composite Index. So we are going to pay close attention to it. And in the meantime, let's try and open the trade on aromatic tie index. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like 7 candlesticks, seven sideways candlesticks. So that is a very interesting opportunity for a price reversal. All right, so shall we try? Yeah, I think we shall try. I think this pattern now starts to look as a breakout pattern. And let's open Mahajantar. So Mahajantar and Mekong. Okay, so I started to open quite a few trades. So a little bit of active trading here, a little bit of an active trader here. All right, so Kahwa index, let's go ahead and open the trade. It's not too late. And Euro USD. All right. All right, and right, let's stop for a little bit. It's just I think there are just too many trades taking place. Mm-hmm. Open strategies. So strategies. AUDJPY is breaking the resistance level now. Let's have a look at AUDJPY. AUDJPY. I think that's a past question, though. So yeah. So yes, this is a clear breakout. So no levels can withhold can withstand the the pressure indefinitely, and from time to time they eventually get broken, and that is the case here. So it held it worked like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Now on the fifth time, I think yes, it's so finally it got broken. But that's that is the reality of trading. So it's a little bit like you always work with uncertainty, and it's almost impossible to tell beforehand whether this or that level is gonna hold on to the pressure. So ideally, we hope that levels will hold, but they just sometimes get broken, get penetrated, and um, just they cannot they cannot withhold hold on to the pressure by the sellers or the buyers, depending on the situation. All right. I have opened quite a few trades. My current success rate, my today's success rate, is unfortunately not as high as I would expect it to be. Unfortunately, it's only 42% or 40% profitable trades closing. I don't know. Sometimes it can be like this. Sometimes I have 60%. Sometimes I can have up to 70%, and then sometimes it's just like 42% or 40%. That's just part of the game. It's unfortunately you cannot sort of make the market to play to your tune. So that is why sometimes the market just behaves the way it behaves and moves the way it moves, and um, that's that is the reality. So you have to accept it. I mean, I've accepted this a long time ago. So I'm not trying to fight the market when um, it's just not giving me the chance. I'm not trying to like counter the trend and like win back all my losses like on a given day. Today's my goal is to demonstrate, as I said, to show multiple signals, many signals. So as you can see, what I do here when trading, I open many trades according to signals. So once I receive a signal, I open trades. I do not, sort of wait for like this kind of perfect signal, because perfect signals, I don't know, they All right. All right. So here are a few more trades. So let's have a look how they close. And do I have any more signals, any more potential signals that I can use, that I can take advantage of? Oof, Astro Index, cannot sell it preliminary. Oh, look at this, Brass Index, and I can close it, and I can get like $9. Shall I do it? No. Let's wait for the real profit. So I think this is not enough. I want the full amount of profit. I think I can easily win here more. So our platform is quite flexible in the sense that you can close trades before the expiration time. So this gives you this opportunity to cut your losses in case you make a mistake. So unfortunately, it doesn't really work when a lot of time has passed since the moment when you open the trade. So that's just doesn't really work because usually price moves quite a lot, but within the first, I would say 10, 20, 30 seconds. So imagine this situation when you open a trade and you realize that you did something wrong. Maybe this strategy, maybe this trade is not according to the strategy, or maybe it's just some faulty or just plain mistake. So in this case, you can easily cancel that trade and you can, get back your like some of your funds, like not the full amount, not the complete amount, but a significant amount of it. All right. So uh, I think we will be. I will be. I will be closing my trades quite soon, and we have around 5 minutes to go with this with the current webinar. Uh, so I don't. No. Maybe I should open a few more trades. All right, a few more trades. So here, commodity composite index, right? So once again, this downwards signal. So this blue line crosses cross the yellow line downwards. That is a signal. So as you can see, it's a downwards signal. And we also have this kind of mini double top formation. So that is another confirmation, which is not the main confirmation in this example, in this particular example, but it's kind of an auxiliary factor here to this trade. Now, caffeine index. All right, let's do this one. So along with the trend, together with the trend is your friend. So let's try and follow this trend. Caffeine index upwards. Here we go. And one more trade on digital dragons. Okay, so how many trades have I opened today with this index? So quite a few. Right, Mahajintar upwards. And Mekong. All right, so we have 15 seconds to go on this one. Let's see how this one will close. Very sharp, very nervous closing here. So yeah. All right. So at least, luckily, thanks to the flat market protection mode, this trade closed with a refund, which is great. All right, and so let this be my final trade for the first hour of today's marathon. So I did open quite a few trades, I would say, like in 1 hour, close to like 50 trades. So I have 18 profitable ones, so that's 36. All right, that's 44 trades, I think. Change the chart time to 5 minutes and place a trade. Okay, so guys, these strategies that we have on our platform, they can actually be used with any time frame. So for example here, all right, so let's do as you say. So in this case, we need to adjust the duration of trades to the time frame. So time frame 5 minutes. So in this case, I usually follow a very simple rule. You need to multiply your current time frame by 3. So 5 minutes multiplied by 3 equals 15 minutes. And so yeah, that'll be my duration. So yeah, let's go ahead and scan. Maybe we'll be able to find some more signals. All right, let's do the cricket index. Trade. Mekong index, okay, no signal. All right, so so far I have managed to find two. Okay, so almost this one, I think, outcut. So the AUD-CAD upwards, 30 minutes. So, all right, so here's the trick. Here's the idea. So the idea is that you can actually apply all these strategies to sort of any time frame you want. The only thing you need to adjust is obviously the duration of trades, because it has to be in correlation with your time frame. Because if time frame is 1 minute, then duration of trades should be 3 minutes. If duration of trades, if your time frame is 5 minutes, then it's 15 minutes. Well, I would say it's all about experimenting, right? So it's not like you cannot change this rule. You can easily modify this, but this is a like maybe I would say, yeah, like the general rule, like time frame multiplied by 3 equals your is your duration of trades. And then you can, of course, as I said, experiment and try various durations, various like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, etc., and so on and so forth. All right, so my dear traders, let's take a quick break, or do we have time for a break? I think we have actually we have a contest coming up. So let's take a very short break, like a 1 minute break, and then I will be back with another contest, the collective trade contest, and then Vlad will run his topic, which is the Safari and the Horizon strategy. So maybe he'll be able to do two of them, maybe one strategy. We'll see, depending on the situation on the market. Now, I will pause the webinar now for about 1 minute, and in 1 minute, I will run the collective trade contest with nice prizes and everything that you basically like in this contest. So I'll be back in just 1 minute. We are back. I hope that my screen is visible. And right. So, dear traders, let's move on to the next part, the second hour of today's marathon. And this is what we have prepared for you. So this next activity is called collective trade, right? So with this collective trade, what you need to do is you need to make a forecast, right? So we have this forecast. Let me send a link to the chat now. So let's find how our collective forecasting machine works. So what you need to do in this contest is you need to imagine if you were to open 4 trades. So basically 1 trade on 4 different assets. So the assets are Asia Composite Index, Europe Composite Index, the pound, and so the cable GBP USD and the USD GPY chart. And imagine you were to open trades with a duration of 60 minutes. And all you need to do here is you need to decide. So according to your forecast, whether these assets will go up or will go down in price. So will they go up or will they go down? So once again, Asia Composite Index, Europe, the pound, USD, JPY. Of course, in this contest, you can use some random tactics, as I call it. You can just place random answers, but of course, it would be so much better if you did some real analysis and looked at these charts. Maybe you can apply our strategies. So the strategies that I just talked about just an hour ago or a few minutes back. Or you can use your own vision, your own intuition, your own market knowledge. So, and yeah, we have prizes. So if three, hold on a second. If 3 out of 4 trades that I will open on my account, on my personal account, eventually close with profit, then everyone who voted, no matter what you voted for, or up or down, everyone will get a prize of just let me double check. It's $15 risk-free trades. And then if all 4 trades close with a profit, then everyone will get $25 risk-free trade. So that basically means that our collective trading machine, collective prediction machine is top-notch, and everyone will get $25 of risk-free trades. So let's do the contest. So we have around 4 minutes. So let's I think that will be enough time for for this activity. So let's let's wait for basically for the results. And in the meantime, I can open maybe a few trades according to the strategy. So let's have a look at triple rebound strategy. I can show you. So for those who are not participating, or for those who have already voted, here is my analysis of here's my application of this strategy on 5-minute time frame. So as I said, this strategy can also be applied with any kind of time frame. So because markets are fractals, and basically it means that markets can work, or strategies work with any time frame, and that's pretty much the truth. That's the truth, because all you need to do is you need to adjust so this time frame, as I said. All right. Nope, don't see too many. All right, Mekong index. Yeah, so let's open this trade. So Mekong index upwards. Euro USD. Are we overbought here? So it looks like we are, kind of, but we need to wait for the second RSI. So we have 8 answers so far, and yeah, we have a pretty clear picture on all 4 assets. So let's wait. Wow, we have one very interesting. I will definitely show you the results, and then according to these results, I will open trades on my account. And in the beginning of the next hour, of the 3rd hour of today's marathon, I will share the results with you, and we will know basically who the winners are and whether we managed to beat the market today. All right, 11 answers. Nice. We are moving. So 2 more minutes. I love Olymptrade platform. Thank you. Account number means user ID, right? Yeah, that is correct. That is your identification number on the platform. Basically, the main is 9 or 10-digit number. All right, so there is a very interesting comment from Roman here. So it goes like this, and we only come to the only conclusion that the indicator works only in conjunction with technical analysis, especially the analysis of candlestick patterns, because judging by the percentage profit. Well, yeah, two comments here. Well, first of all, some strategies. Well, first of all, I definitely agree that combining any strategy or any indicator with technical analysis, and especially, yes, candlestick patterns, that is usually a way to success, because you don't really want to open maybe up trades when you clearly have some doji or some like a pin bar, which basically suggests a reversal in a trend. Like, you don't want to open up trades when an obvious reversal is just around the corner. So in general, I would agree. And sometimes it's just the market. It behaves in this way that, with, as I said, with the same trading strategies, sometimes you can have very strong results, like 70% profitable trades and maybe more. And sometimes this number of the success rate drops towards, I don't know, like 40. It can maybe drop as low to, I don't think it doesn't really drop below like 40, but still, there is a lot of variability. And also, maybe I was like a little bit in a rush, and I was trying to open as many trades as I could, because I wanted to demonstrate many points of entry, like entry points, many situations. So when you do your, like, when I normally trade, of course, I never am I in a rush to open many trades. And I know that basically you have to do more, thinking, more analysis before opening trades. All right. So we have 16 responses so far. And I think I will stop accepting answers right now. So what I want to share with you guys is, all right, so let's see the results. Okay, so we have 16 answers. We have mostly traders from India, then Bangladesh, Nigeria, Saudi Arabia, 2 people from Ukraine, and okay, so it's India again, but spelled in a different way. That's why it's a separate category. Oh, and somehow we have this real tricky one, Asia Composite Index, 50-50. Guys, we need another vote, just one more vote. I need someone else to make one more vote. And we have a GBP USD, so the pound again. All right, so 17 answers. Guys, I stop accepting answers. There was enough time to provide answers. So Asia Composite Index downwards, Europe downwards, the pound upwards, and the yen, so the USD JPY, upwards. Okay, so these are the results of our today's collected trades, the voting, the polling. And so now, yes, I will open trades on my account, and now I will pass the microphone to Vlad, and he has the topic, the Safari and the Horizon strategies. So guys, I will see you in about 1 hour.
All right, dear traders. Thanks for waiting for me. That's really good. My name is Vlad, as Thomas already mentioned. Really glad to see you and hear you. That's good. Keep on posting your messages in the live chat. Really nice to see your comments, questions. We'll be able to answer them as soon as possible. So right now, I've just applied the Safari strategy. As already mentioned, it belongs to the expert status strategies family. Well, I'm speaking too fast because I'm super excited because we do not have that much time since the marathon is well, this is we are approaching the very equator of this session, so let us start trading. Just a brief introduction to the strategy. It consists of two main indicators, which are Williams percent range, MACD. Whenever both indicator bars appear below baselines, then we have a signal to open a trade in a downwards direction. Whenever we have a situation vice versa, when bars appear above the baselines, so in such case we can uh, think of opening deals in the opposite direction. That's so simple. So even if you do not have expert status, as I mentioned before, you are able to uh, copy these indicators along with their settings. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. So this is the first asset that I was looking at. It is the Asian Composite Index. Let's check others. So we have the Commodity Composite Index with 93% rate of return. Well, the signal occurred quite some time back, and I will refrain myself from opening deals here. I need some clear signal, the fresh one, like the one which is at the moment forming on the Europe Composite Index. Europe Composite Index, this is what we are waiting for. Maybe a couple of more seconds. I need a couple of more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Almost there. Yeah, I see that still this MACD bar is located the below the baseline, so I need to wait a little bit more. In addition, in order not to waste our time, let's check other assets for possible signals. Okay, we have Munch index, we have Euro USD currency pair, we have GDP against the United States dollar. Well, yeah, quite a controversial situation. Let's look at assets with lower rate of return. Yeah, even though they are not highlighted with blue or with bold, still it's totally fine to trade on these assets. So they have 80% rate of return, still quite decent one. All right, CAC 40, Canadian dollar against the Japanese yen. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm in a situation where I cannot open deals according to the strategy. Doesn't matter how hard I wish to do it. So dear traders, remember to learn how to be self-disciplined. No need to run for this fast cash, because one of the main traits of a good and successful trader is being disciplined. So if we do not have a signal right away, it doesn't mean that we have to open trades, well, simply because we do not have enough time left, for example. Especially uh, this applies for those traders who prefer trading during a small time period during the day. Right. I'm returning back to these assets with the highest yield possible. Yeah, and we have a signal on the Europe Composite Index. I'm opening a deal in the upwards direction. Recommended trade duration for according to the strategy is 2 to 4 minutes. Well, I would personally suggest 2 to 4. However, sometimes I'm opening deals for 5 minutes, uh, and actually it depends. So there is a certain criteria of opening deals for traders. There's a recommended time period, trade duration, which may be used by uh, like a common trader, and there might be, I would say, the customized periods that every trader may select for himself. How can I see? How can I find the perfect expiration time for myself? Well, simply by doing some back testing, by opening trades during the practice, and doing calculations myself by specifying results of my trades by logging all of my trades into the trader's log. Previous webinar marathon, we already discussed this topic. I explained everyone about how important it is to have your own trading journal or trading log, and I hope that some traders from today's audience know about the existence of our previous webinar marathon. It's still there. It's available for watching. So please watch it. Add some comments. Press thumbs up, and allow us to know what we are missing and what we could add into our following marathons. Right, at the moment the trade is going positive, but again, it doesn't mean that everything is over and we should stay relaxed. Still, despite this fact that the trade is on a positive in a positive condition, I may still look for other opportunities for myself to open deals. Alright, so we have Asia Composite Index and a similar situation where bars of MACD indicator crossed the baseline in upwards direction. So for me, it will be a signal to open a deal in upwards direction as soon as my existing trade closes. So for example, there is Thomas and his personal approach to trading, and here is me with my own personal approach. During pretty much every webinar, I tell to my traders that I prefer the approach one deal at a time. So as soon as one of my trades is opened, I do not open another trade. This doesn't apply to Forex, where you may open multiple trades, but this is a different trading mode, which will be explained maybe in further webinars. By the way, those who prefer trading on Forex, please let me know how this trading mode is to you. Whether you like it, whether not. If you do, then please specify what exactly do you prefer in Forex comparing with the FTT. This will again allow me to better understand the current demand of our audience. Right, so let's check this trade. As of now, 1 minute left. Let's get back to the European Composite Index, and I better switch my trade to 2 minutes in order not to wait for too long, since 2 minutes is still a recommended trade duration. I'm doing quite good at this time frame, so let's check it. Let's check it, and over here I just had a signal on the Asia Composite Index. The signal is headed downwards. All we need to do is to wait for some time. Right, in the meantime, let me check your questions. I've arrived late for the second hour marathon, but we need more teaching about Crash 300. Well, that's quite a nice suggestion, dear trader. We will definitely follow your request, and in one of the upcoming sessions we'll definitely disclose more information about such a nice and quite an unpredictable asset. Yeah, I may say market is in general quite an unpredictable thing. However, when we talk about crash 300 index, well, this is like a rocket among assets um, in trading, and if you're not prepared, I recommend you to just avoid trading on it. However, for me, I'm still pretty sure that this is quite a nice asset to try. All right, so my previous trade was unsuccessful. Let me open another one. So the asset I'm trading on is the Asian Composite Index. 2 minute trade duration. I've just opened this trade, and we'll see what will happen. Okay, back to our market. Back to the market, and as I was saying, market is quite unpredictable. However, uh, every trader, every experienced trader, will find certain patterns. So that's why we are conducting these webinars. We are allowing others to understand the logic of making decisions on the market. And if you check our webinars, the highest majority of them are profitable. So if you just check these sessions, check strategies that were applied, and so on and so forth, um, all of these, like majority of these webinars, are considered successful. However, I would like to tell you that not all webinars will be successful. That's true, simply because, well, at first, market is still unpredictable. Second thing is, the main point is that you only see a small part of a trader's routine. Yeah, I may call trading as a routine simply because it happens on a daily basis. You have to be prepared for unpredictable market movements. You need to have your strategy ready at all times. You have to learn it perfectly in order to be able to react faster. And of course, just like good chess players, experienced traders already keep lots of patterns in their heads, which allows them to react even quicker than the common or the new trader. Okay, so what's happening here? It's 3, 2, 1 second left. All right. Well, unfortunately, this trade was unsuccessful as well. Let's see what we will have over here on other assets. So I've just checked gold. No signals occurred over here. Let's quickly switch through other assets on the platform. So there might be a good upcoming signal on the Mohajantar index, which is having 85% rate of return, which is quite good in my opinion. So let us see. All we need to do is to wait for just 20 seconds in order to make a decision whether to open a deal or not. Alright, well, it seems everything tells me that the signal has a reason to leave over here. I better change the amount. Alright, the signal has just occurred, and almost immediately I've opened a deal in the downwards direction. Again, this time I used 2-minute duration. Let's see what will happen. In the meantime, I'm checking your questions. Checking your questions. 1 minute up. I'm not sure to what asset your message was related. Support level. Uh, to, 2 minutes. So many low. What was the result of the second contest? Yeah, all of the results of the contest will be provided by my colleague Thomas close to the end of the marathon. Yeah, so don't worry, definitely you will get all of these results, because we would like all these activities to be as transparent as possible. Yeah, let's get back to this comment where one of our viewers mentioned the support level. Yeah, I know, of course, we can use support, resistance levels, trends, and candlestick formations, and so on and so forth. In the meantime, right now, during my sessions, I usually prefer to explain how this mechanics works without any additions, right? So that's the main point. Of course, I may apply some levels, I may apply some trends, some additional indicators, keep on switching between them on a constant basis. But again, for a person who just joined trading, who just discovered it for himself, this might be quite a complicated experience. So in such case, I better not to be in a rush and explain everyone that pretty much every person is able to open deals and get successful results. Right, so if I'm not mistaken, yeah, my third trade in a row was negative. Well, that's quite unpredictable for me, but anyways, I'm ready for such type of consequences. There's nothing to worry about. Again, even in case of unsuccessful results, you have to maintain control of the situation. So it doesn't mean that you have to think that, oh, I need to get my money back from the market and do whatever it takes in order to crush market participants. Again, trying to crush the market is, well, I would say it's like fighting a windmill, right? You won't ever win. In such case, you have to be like water. You have to flow and according to the main market participants direction. So you have to feel it. Now, in the meantime, let me check some currency pairs. Actually, I'm quite addicted to these currency pairs. Let me check them. All markets, commodities, currencies, and let me briefly switch through all of them in order to see possible trades. Okay, I've just opened the trade according on the Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar, 80% rate of return, and we will see what will happen next. In the meantime, let's check your comments again. I try not to trade against support levels. Well, of course, it's obvious that every trader should at least consider these levels in his activities. However, imagine how many uh, potential traders may not know about the existence of these psychological um, like trend levels, trend lines. So right now, again, I'm trying to explain everything as if you were totally novice once, without any uh, additional assistance from any other tools. Okay, so right after this trade, I will switch my strategy to Horizon, because during this session I need to tell you briefly about two main strategies that I'm going to use during the session. The first one was Safari, and the other one is Horizon. Of course, every strategy has its own pros and cons. Every strategy might be clear or not clear for a certain person, so you have to be ready for possible consequences. In order to test your strategy, I would say even if you open 100 trades, that won't be enough. Even if you open, let's say, 200 trades, that might not be enough. So that's why once you focus on a certain strategy, you have to continue trading, continue opening deals, either on demo or on real account. It's fully up to you. So, right. Of course, the more trades you open, the better results you will get, the better statistics you will have. Now let's switch to another strategy, which is called Horizon. All I need to do is to close the current one and switch to this one. Horizon, again, it also related to expert status strategies. It consists of SMA and MACD indicators. Let me just enable it, apply it on the screen. Yeah, as you can see, it consists of SMA with a period of 5, SMA with a period of 22, and we have the MACD indicator, which is taken with standard settings 12, 26, and 9. Right. Of course, those traders who have expert status on their account can proceed to the strategy and simply watch this short educational video. Plus, if you haven't done it yet, guys, please subscribe our channel because there will be lots of useful content up ahead. Plus, we already have lots of conducted webinars in the past, so I also recommend you to watch them. Plus, we think of continuing conducting such a long webinars, which are called webinar marathons, specifically for you. They will contain some contests and all other activities. So you could, um, how to say, you could dive into the world of trading together with us. So again, back to the Horizon strategy. Uh, Brief introduction. So it contains two SMA lines. It contains MACD indicator, plus it consists of these so-called Heikin-Ashi candles. So Heikin-Ashi candles are, unlike the classic ones, are built according to a little bit different logic. So they have a little bit different formula. For example, if you zoom your interface, you will see that every following candle starts with the half of the previous candle. So this is how they are being calculated. And basically, the closing price of a Heikin-Ashi candlestick also is considered to be an average of opening, closing, highest and lowest prices. So right now we have this strategy. So what should serve as a signal over here? So at first we should pay attention to the moments where SMA 5 and SMA 22 interact with each other. Second thing that we should look for is are indications of the MACD indicator. So okay, once I start opening deals, you will better understand it. Now let's start from the very beginning. I would say I better close currencies and open all assets so they could all be visible for me. All right, as of now, you can see that there, according to the Horizon strategy, I have a downwards trade signal on the strategy, returning back to $20 initial amount. I'm opening a deal in the downwards direction following the signal which was generated by the strategy. So as you can see over here, Heikin-Ashi candles are how to say, they are moving down. We have both SMA 5 and SMA 22 intersected between each other. So, and this serves as a downwards trade signal. Plus, we have the MACD area, this blue one, which crossed the baseline in a downwards direction. So let's see what will happen. Let's see what will happen. The recommended expiration time is pretty much the same to Safari. It is 2 to 4 candles depending on the time frame. Okay, while I have some time, let me check other assets for potential signals. No signals on the European Composite Index. We have Asia Composite Index. Same story over here. Moreover, when you switch your graph to the Heikin-Ashi candles and you see that there are lots of wicks which are comparatively bigger comparing to the candle body, it may serve as a sign for you not to mess with this asset, at least for now. It would be better to skip it and move to another one, because these large wicks may indicate of an increased volatility on the market, and there is no need to uh, well, catch this train. Now let's proceed to other assets. Well, there is a nice signal that just occurred on the euro against the United States dollar. We can open a trade as soon as our current one, okay, the one which closed with negative result. Let's open a trade on the euro against the United States dollar in a downwards direction. Again, 2-minute trade duration. All right, so dear traders, we'd like to know your opinion about pretty much anything related to trading. So, in case you have some questions, you have some plans for trading on a platform, please feel free to text us messages in the live chat. I will gladly answer them. And by the way, I'm interested in your current statuses. Please specify in the chat what's your current status on the platform. Either it is expert or advanced or starter. By doing this, you will at least let everyone know uh, that you are here. Plus, we will, in addition, check this live chat whether it's working or not. So let's make some noise. All right. Advanced. So we have the first advance in this webinar marathon. My congratulations. That's very good. We have advanced status traders. In the meantime, I'm interested if we have expert status traders right now who are watching our webinar marathon. That would be really good to meet you. Ending to the starter. Well, have you thought about boosting yourself through the next level, maintaining your advanced status? Because remember, dear traders, that whenever you upgrade your status to a higher one, you'll be given with the higher privileges, such as increased rate of return, ability to get consultations from the VIP department specialists, from our professional coaches who have quite a big number of like years of experience. So I highly suggest you to think about it. In the meantime, let me check other assets for potential signals. So similar signal to the one that we just saw on the Euro USD occurred on the British pound against the United States dollar. Well, since it occurred quite a certain number of minutes back, I won't be trying to catch the strain and better focus on something else. Let me check what do we have over here. CAC 40, Canadian dollar against the Japanese yen, nothing. Let's return back to our whales. Okay, so we have an upwards trading signal on the commodity composite index. I've just opened the trade in upwards direction. Same story, 2-minute trade duration, and the initial amount that I'm using in my trade, which is $20. Okay. Tips for day forex trading. Tips for day forex trading. Well, basically, do not forget about setting take profit as well as stop loss. Make sure not to forget about them, even if you open your deals for, let's say, half an hour still. That would be highly recommended for all of you. Of course, please consider price levels. Unlike trading on FTT trading mode, where for example, majority of our customers are trading on 1 minute time frame, on forex, where you pick higher time frame, which is half an hour, 1 hour, 4 hours, In such case, pending orders such as take profit and stop loss is a must. So make sure to apply them, and well, basically there is an option to um, like pick the take profit and stop loss and fix it. Right. And other comments of yours. Advanced status and expert are very hard to earn. To get benefits from advanced level, well, I would say advanced status is not that hard to reach, simply because once you make an investment for the minimum amount, which is, well, I highly recommend to invest at least $100 in order to get a certain safety pillow and avoid potential risks, because the minimum amount that you can open on a trade is $1. While having a $10 investment, it's quite hard to maneuver over here, and losing of $1 will be equal to a $10% loss of the entire amount that you invested. So as soon as you invest the minimum recommended amount, which is $100, you will be able to reach advanced status quite soon. Right, so the second trade was successful. Now let's check other assets for potential signal. Well, I would like to open a deal on gold. However, it's quite an early for doing this. Gold, a safety haven during any financial crisis. Okay, so we have the Cricket Composite Index. Let me activate the risk for trade and open it in a downwards direction. Yes, as an expert status user, you all also have an opportunity to use risk for trades. So risk for trades are your friends, and you'll be able to earn them by simply progressing yourself through the trader's way. In case of unsuccessful forecast, the amount that you put in the trade will be returned back to you. So you won't lose anything, you won't get anything in addition. However, remember, dear traders, that there's a good proverb which is saying what you saved is what you earned. So why did I open a risk trade over here? Simply because the signal occurred a few minutes back, and I was thinking that by opening a trade over here in these conditions might be quite risky. Again, according to uh, basic traders rules, we have to avoid these unnecessary risks while opening deals. Okay, so how much time left? It's 30 seconds. Anything may happen during this time, but still, I may prepare myself for some other potential signals, like this one that we can see on the Munch index. The price is has some intention of growing, and yet it still moves downwards. Let's see other assets. Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar. Okay. And yeah, this is a typical life of a trader, switching through multiple assets, and I recommend you to repeat this procedure every 10 minutes. So due to the fact that the market is unpredictable, the situation may change and the signal may occur any minute. So just better see what you have in terms of upcoming signals on different assets. All right. And again, I return back to the commodity composite index. As you can see, there is another potential upcoming signal that may occur over here in just 12 seconds. All I need to do is to wait until this candle closes and be able to make another decision of opening a trade over here. All right, so both lines have just crossed, both SMA lines crossed, and the MACD area dropped below the baseline. All I need is to open a trade and track it up until the end, up until its closure. In the meantime, dear traders, again, do not be shy. I'm really excited to answer your questions, so feel free to text messages. Our live chat is ready, it's opened. You can text pretty much anything, and expect to see some reply. Uh, Learning strategies without learning support and resistance isn't right, guys. YouTube has lots of videos teaching this. Watch them. Well, definitely would agree on that. There are lots of videos about various aspects of trading. However, you should understand that even a simplified strategy consisting of a few indicators may work as well without any additional tools. Simply because right now I'm operating on the 1 minute time frame, and these strong market levels may not be working over here, right? So they won't be applied over here because the situation changes so fast. Bring stochastic oscillator. Well, we will definitely use stochastic oscillator once, let's say, we switch to another strategy such as rodeo, for example. There you will find stochastic and be able to trade according to it. However, the topic of our today's session is Safari Horizon strategies and how to use them properly. Right, so my trade closed with negative results. Again, let's check for something else. Again, how about opening a deal on the gold asset? Well, I just missed my chance. The signal occurred around 5 minutes back. Well, in my opinion, this is a train that I just missed. But anyways, let's see for some other alternatives, such as the Munch index. If you remember, previously I was talking about these long wicks on the Heikin-Ashi candles, and plus there's one more factor that may prevent you from opening trades, which is constant change of color of these candles. So as you might have noticed, Heikin-Ashi usually move in rows, like so. There is a row of red candles, then there is a line of green candles, and etc. But changing of a color, like a frequent change of a color of these Heikin-Ashi candles, might serve as a bad sign for opening a deal. Again, pay attention to this fact. There are lots of factors surrounding us, so we have to be ready for them. The more experience you get, the more of them you will learn. Don't worry. Okay. Nothing interesting. Scrolling through currency pairs, expecting some signal to occur. Alright. Unfortunately, no signals here. Okay, there is a potential upcoming signal on the Asia Composite Index. As you can see, the Kind-Martin area just crossed the baseline, which is zero level. In the meantime, we are waiting for both SMA lines to intersect and generate a signal for us. Yes, for those traders who prefer to listen to our streams in Hindi, we have a specific channel which is called Olymptrade India. It's quite an easy to Google on YouTube, and yeah, there you will find content which is exclusively in Hindi. All right, let's wait for 30 more seconds, and I'll be expecting another signal on this asset. What happens if I guess all four directions of movement of price in the completed form? Uh, well, dear Roman, I guess your question is related to our collective trades contest. Well, the rule is simple. If the majority guess the correct directions, at least 3 or 4 trades will close with profit, all of the participants will get their prize. Okay, in the meantime, I have a signal on the Asia Composite Index. I've just opened the trade in the upwards direction. Okay, so that's the moment of truth. What will happen in just 2 minutes? Okay, so it's unbelievable how crash can turn $1 into $70-80. Well, yeah, totally agree on that. This is our crash 300 index, which is highly unpredictable, highly stressful for some traders, but it's so good and it's so exciting for me at least. Well, in if we, let's say, once conduct a webinar and fully devoted to forex, uh, we will definitely tell you more about crash 300 index, how it works, and how to apply certain strategies to it, because this is a specific asset and not all strategies that are listed on the platform will be good for it. So stay tuned for our announcements. If you haven't yet done it, please subscribe our channel, press thumbs up. We really appreciate it. Okay, so what's happening with the price? As of now, it's quite unpredictable. It's moving upwards, downwards. So the Heikin-Ashi candle started to change their color quite frequently, and this will be a sign for me to temporarily terminate my trading on this asset, at least for some time, because right now the price may move in pretty much any direction. Okay, unfortunately this trade was negative. Anyways, let's look for some other potential signals for us. So there might be a signal on the Asia Composite Index, but by the look at the color of Heikin-Ashi candle, I would agree on that. I would argue with that. Sorry. Right. So we have, again, we are moving back to the euro against the United States dollar. There is a potential upcoming signal that we may use in our trades. And same story with the British pound against the United States dollar. So all we need to do is to sit and wait until at least first of these assets will generate us a signal, generate us an entry point. How do I participate in prize pool? Well, we have several contests, and please stay tuned. There will be several more of them in the upcoming sessions. As for the prize pool, well, you will learn all the details from my colleague Thomas in just a few minutes. In Crash, someone earned 1,000 from $100. Well, and yeah, such stories may also come true, but as for me, I do not appreciate it that much, simply because you may risk too much by holding your trade for quite a long time period, especially on the Crash 300 index. You can do this, that's no questions asked. Right, so I guess we are having this upcoming signal on the British pound against the United States dollar. Let's prepare. I would like to change the trade amount to $40. And 210, boom, I just had a crossing and I've opened the trade in upwards direction. Same time period, same duration, which is 2 minutes. Okay, I guess this is going to be my last trade for this particular session. I will return back to all of you with the Kind Martin strategy in just 1 hour. All right, so this trade is ongoing, and yeah, 55 seconds left. Let's see what will happen. So let's wait for this trade until it ends, and after that, right after that, I'll pass the microphone to my colleague Thomas. And yes, I guess we need to wait for one more candle until it closes, and we will be able to get certain results. Okay. Tell your friend to show us the result because we are excited to see it. Okay, well, definitely, since it is related to the contest, all results will be shown. Again, as I was saying, we are trying to make our contest activities as transparent as possible, so yeah, you may not even worry about that. Right, so the last trade was positive. Thank you, dear traders, for watching this session. Right now I'm passing the mic to my colleague Thomas.
All right, here we go. So guys, how are you doing? What's your impression of our event so far? Welcome back. So thank you, Mr. Yohoho. So guys, here is a quick recap about our trades in our previous contest, which was collective trade, the collective trade. As you can see, our Europe Composite Index is doing quite well. Asia Composite Index probably even better. Now, the only ones are the pound and the yen, which are kind of doing so-so. But still, we have another 9 minutes to go. So I assume at least 3 of them can close with a profit. But we'll see. So guys, now I have a question for you, because we were planning to run another contest today, and I already have calculated the results of the previous one, of the first one, which is the guess the quote or guess the price contest. But I have a question for you. Which one should we run now in this webinar? Do you want another guess the quote, or do you want another collective trade contest? Which one do you prefer? So please share your opinions in our chat. Write your preference, and we'll run the final contest of today's webinar accordingly. All right, collective trade. Okay, so I have one guess the quote and 1, 2, 3 collective trades. All right, guys, let's vote. Let's get a few more answers. I think that's collective trade. Okay, I think it's an easier one, right? I think it's just a little easier to do collective trade, isn't it? I just have this impression. Guess the quote requires a little bit more maybe attention. Now, but just give me a second, please. And all right, so all right. Announce the results. Yes, I will definitely announce the results. Now, yeah, let's do the following thing. So first, I will announce the results of the first contest, which was guess the quote. So here are the results. As you can see, everything is pretty fair and pretty transparent with us. So here are the winners. Guys, as I said, some of you just kind of posted this, not the exact quote, but just the direction, like up or down, or it will go down. So these answers obviously don't count, because you needed to guess the exact quote, the exact price. So here are the winners. Okay, guys, I will not read the names because I'm just afraid I will pronounce them wrong sometimes, but I'll try. I'll do my best. Somewhere I'll pronounce. So Mr. Izo, here is your account number. So wow, this is our winner. So 2 gold medals and 1 silver one. Next we have Mr. Alexander. Wow, so Mr. Alexander actually won something in every category with every asset. My congratulations. Next we have Mr. Gideon, and as you can see, these are his results. Mr. Satya, we have 1, 2, so 2 bronze medals, and Mr. Bavik, 1 silver medal. So these are the winners. Thank you very much for having participated in this contest. It was a pleasure running this contest for you, and I hope that next time we'll have more people participating in it, more participants, and more answers, more replies, and hopefully more winners, more different winners. All right, there we go. So according to your votes, the majority voted for collective trade. So let's run another collective trade contest. Let me send you. Okay, so this is the, you know what to do with it. This is it. This is the Google spreadsheet, and here you need to basically pick your, well, decide. So once again, so we have Bitcoin this time, we have
commodity composite index, we have Nasdaq, and we have AUD/JPY, the Australian dollar against the Japanese yen. So two currencies from Asia fighting one another, and we'll see which one will prevail. So once again, we have around 5 minutes for this contest. So please write your replies, write your forecasts, and in 3 minutes time I will be able to announce the results of the previous one, of the first collective trade of today's webinar marathon. So here we are. All right, so all right, so while people are voting, I think I can start my next topic. And the question here, in advanced, why profit percentage is different from expert? Well, it is different because it is different status, different service level, how we call them. Is the number account same as ID? Yes, the account number is the same as ID. So when you trade on expert level, you have normally, right? We might have exceptions, but normally we have two assets with profitability of 93 rate of return, two assets with 91, and then one or two with 85% rate of return. I have a little more, as I said, because I work for the company and I have access to a slightly higher number of different features, and having more tradable assets is actually one of them. But as I say, yes, on expert level, you might have higher profitability than on advanced or starter. That is true. So that's how things are. That's how it works. All right. So let's see, we have how many answers so far? We have 9, so 9 answers so far, and we have around, so in just 30 seconds, well, I think this time we have 3. We're about to nail 3 out of, we're about to score 3 out of 4, which will result in everyone receiving $15 risk-free trades. So everyone, even if you participated totally wrong in all of them, you will still get them, because that's how the collective trade works. So it's either everyone wins or everyone loses. So that's the trick. Nice. So the first one, Asia Composite Index closes with a profit. Europe Composite Index closes with a profit. The pound, yes, I'm pretty sure it will close with a profit. Yes, it does close with a profit. And the yen, there is no chance here. Nice. Dear traders, I congratulate everyone with this result. And now I'm going to have a tricky task a little bit here. So first of all, let me just do a little bit of work behind the scenes, because I need to make sure I do not lose the IDs of those who voted. And then so we have 15 people have voted. Okay, one more. And okay, so we need one more vote, because I don't want to have an even number again, because these even numbers might lead to another deuce. So let's wait for one more reply, and then I'll be able to announce the results, and I will open trades accordingly. So 16 replies. Who will be the final one to vote? Because we have a tie on Bitcoin, we need one more vote here. Yeah, and we have a tie on commodity composite index. All right, so let's get one more answer. Guys, maybe you can vote again. Those who have already voted, let's vote again, because we have a tie here, and we need some resolution of this situation. All right. So what is that again? That's another collective trade contest. So please find the link above in the chat, and you can participate again. One more answer. We just need one more answer, one more reply, one more vote. All right, we have two. Oh, Jesus. So now we have again another. Let me see. All right. Right, so no more. Okay, right. So first I will open trades, and then I will show you the voting. So Bitcoin, the majority vote for up, so 10 votes against 8 for up. Commodity composite index, 10 votes for up trade. Nasdaq. Let's see, Nasdaq, the majority votes downwards. And the final one is AUD/JPY, and this is the majority votes for downwards. All right, so we have 4 more trades. I have 4 more trades in my account, and in 60 minutes time I will be able to announce the results. So here is the table for you to check that. Collective trade. These are the results. You can see who voted for what, and all right. So let's go and let's trade using the support resistance levels a little bit, and then if we have time, we'll also talk a little bit about the Fibonacci levels. Now, when I talk support and resistance levels, what do I mean by this? So the support and resistance levels, these are the so-called, in fact, these are some, as I call them, invisible friends. So they don't really exist. They kind of don't exist in reality, but yet these are more like areas of support and resistance. I would say that normally we call it levels of support and resistance, but I would say it's more about like it's more about areas, because okay, so I think we have a very interesting example here. So as you can see here, let me do the drawing. So in this case, we need to use our drawing tools, like for example a trend line. So as okay, maybe you won't see this at first, you won't see this now, but with experience, the more you trade, the more you start noticing that during certain times, charts, they sort of have these magic areas or magic price levels from where prices bounces downwards or upwards. All right, so this can happen in both directions. It can be a downwards bounce, and it can be an upwards bounce as well. So for example, right here, so even though for a few moments, for a few minutes, a price went above this level, above this level, this breakout, well, eventually the price went below. So this thing is called the like a false breakout. Right? So, and the more you trade, the more you start to notice, the more you start to observe this, that there are the so-called levels of support and resistance, and how they work. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. So there are these magic areas. Now, another one is another type or another kind is the so-called let me yeah, like this. So they work like this. We have this inclined level of support, right? So 1, 2. Basically, guys, the basic principle of these levels of support and resistance is that you need to find you need to spot these areas on the charts from where, like, the local you can also call them local minimums and local maximums. So areas from which price bounces upwards. So as you can see right now in this example, Euro USD, the price here is approaching this upwards support level, and this can result in an upwards bounce off of this level. So I think right, we can open. All right, I'm prepared. I'm ready. So if the price of the Euro USD chart drops towards this this support level, then I'm already ready. I'm just ready. I'm ready to open trades in the upwards direction. So yeah, like this. Boom. Here it is. This is my upwards trade, because as you can see, what I did here is I connected this this point here with this one, and then I kind of extended it into the future. It crossed this point, and then basically that's where the price currently is. So this is how levels of support and resistance work. So where is the next interesting level here? Well, it is quite clear that it is something like this. See? So the idea behind support and resistance levels is that you need to identify various levels on charts from where, like, kind of a bounce happens, like a pullback. So price was going upwards, then the price reached this point, and then boom, it dropped here. Price goes upwards. Now we have two dots, so we connect them. We extend the line into the to the right, into the future, and yeah, and that's how we get this resistance level in this example, right? So we have support level and we have resistance levels. All right, so what can we do in this case? I think we can easily, now that was the trick, right? So with inclined levels of support and resistance, we need basically two lines, right? Because we cannot draw a line before we have two dots. Now here's the trick with horizontal levels. With horizontal levels, you actually need just one point, like this one, and because it's horizontal, right? We just need one price on the y-axis, which is right here, and then we just simply extend it into the future. Guys, one more reminder: if the video is not clearly visible, just refresh the page or change the video quality properties. You can find it in the bottom right hand corner. All right, so all right, so we have another resistance level. Now this time it's so let's see there was a breakdown. All right, breakdowns happen. So what I'm going to do in this case is I wanna try level number 2, right? So we have another support level, which coincides with here. So what I'm doing in this case with this approach right now is I'm trying to identify as many like local highs and local lows as possible, and I would say that I usually like to trade almost every significant high or every significant low, because those ones that you can easily spot with your eyes, they are usually the stronger ones. So like in this example, I don't have to sort of search for it on the chart for minutes, for hours. I open the chart and I clearly see this one. It is a very obvious support level, so that's why I do open my trades from this line. All right, let's move on to the next one. Let's see. All right, so okay, commodity composite index. All right, outcut. So as you can see previously, we had multiple areas where how many? 1, 2, 3. So four times price touched the same or bounced off of the same level, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we also have the same number of so here towards close to the bottom one, right, to the lower one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times the price bounces or bounced off of this level. So this is called support level, and this level here is called the resistance level. All right, now so as you can see, this level worked. So the previous one didn't work, it got broken, so it just couldn't withstand the seller's pressure. But at the same time, now we might have a very interesting pattern now, which is called the role reversal pattern. So this happens, this is a pattern that happens when the support and resistance, they trade places, so they change places. So the previous support or the previous no, that was, in this case, that is support. So the previous support might now turn into the active resistance level, and usually such examples, such levels are usually the stronger ones. They usually are stronger than just some random trades. Now there is a lot of logic behind it, because people who are buying here close to this price and hoping that the price would bounce off of this level again, now they have to close, they have to cover their positions, they have to cut their losses. And where can they do this? Well, obviously they can do this when the price is as close to this resistance level, or basically to this level, right? It doesn't matter now, it's either a support or resistance, it depends from which angle you're looking at it. But the principle is this, right? So here you can close your positions with the minimum loss possible, and that is why these levels work. And right now, this situation, it creates additional selling pressure. So basically, yeah, these buyers are now like covering their positions. They sell, they are selling, and also some short sellers, they also join this movement, and they make additional pressure to the chart, and usually charts go down. Now, all these patterns, they work dramatically well with higher time frames like 1 hour, daily, especially with indices. So, oh, let's see this. Do you see this? Do you see what I see? Can you see what I see here in this example? So the pound, I'll just show you some previous example, right? So this is the previous example, right? So we have this previous. So right, I don't know what happened here. I don't know because trading here on exchanges is pretty much anonymous. We don't know who was here, who was placing these trades, so on, etc., and so forth. Now, at the same time, what I can clearly see is that there was like a very strong, a very significant pressure from the sellers, which basically made this price to go down, and boom, the price drops, and then once again when the price moves towards it, and I can see that so the buyers, they were trying to break above, but they couldn't, and then this pattern now is became even stronger because these candlesticks, or its shadows, the shadows of these candlesticks, they pretty much confirmed to us that this level remained unbroken, and it was only broken, it was only pierced just for a very short period of time, which basically indicates that it's a false breakout. And here, on the contrary, that's a false breakdown. So I assume that you won't be able to maybe follow my logic completely here, but just that'll be your home task, right? Start paying attention to these to such levels, right? Okay, let's see. It almost worked, but nope, on the previous trade. So still the buyers are too strong, and this level is still a little strong, but we'll keep watching it. Now, going back to the pound, right? So we are at the pound, and you can see how technical this instrument is, and how many times, right? So boom, we have it here, and another one here. So this story, this trading approach, it reminds me a little bit of the parabolic SAR indicator, because it kind of reminds the principle stop and reverse. So parabolic SAR stands for stop and reverse. So in this case, price goes up, price stops, and then reverses. So bounces off of this level. So these are the resistance levels, and yeah, you can see how many times it works and how many times doesn't. So as I said, there is no 100% accuracy, or it's like it's just impossible. But if you can find a strategy or some pattern that works maybe 60 to 70% times, well, maybe even 60, right? That is pretty much the almost guaranteed recipe, success recipe. And if you are able to discipline yourself to actually enter these trades whenever you see them, and not thinking too much, not to overthink about whether to enter this trade or to skip this trade. If you can work with discipline, then pretty much that's almost a guaranteed result. So here, as you can see, the price just moves from one price corridor to another one. And so, for example, so that's my preparation, right? Now I've drawn these resistance levels, and now I should act when the price would reach this level. So whenever you see this level, so even if you are if you know how to draw these support and resistance levels, but when is the entry point, right? So when do you want to enter trades? So you want to enter trades only when the price moves close to either a support level or a resistance level. So you don't just want you never want to open trades randomly, maybe like here when the price is trading close. It's still quite far away. So you ideally you want to open trades the way that I did here with the Euro USD. So Euro USD, all right, it's a little bit tricky one, right? So that was like 1, 2, 3, like 7 green candlesticks, like a little bit of a false breakout, but we'll see. All right, so we can try to open another trade, another upwards trade from this level. And let me show you something that I haven't shown before today, which is called pending orders. So pending orders is basically this tool, right? So here all I need to do is I need to basically figure out which price I should be opening my trades from. So let's imagine I want to open a downwards trade from here, from this price. Now I have to memorize it, right? So 1.0, yeah, something like this. All right, okay. So in this case, I can do it manually, but basically you need to open it. You can use pending orders, and I want to find some example where I will be able to do it. So, all right, wow, look, it's another example here, Brent, right? So we have another example. So as you can see, wow, how many times? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Isn't it amazing? So the only problem maybe with this principle, this trading approach, is that sometimes you just have to like wait quite a long time, right? So it's this strategy, this approach, it requires a lot of patience, right? So you cannot you can't just open trades at some random times. All right, let's try another one here. Boom. So this let's see how price works, acts from this level of resistance. So that is our second line of defense. 1, 2. So we connect this high with this high, and so once the price crosses or comes close to this resistance level, we open downwards trades. So that's the logic behind these levels, behind this approach. What is the frequencies of breakouts happening, asks Danny. So I cannot tell exactly. I would say usually levels of support and resistance, they are able to withhold 2-3 times, and then they're usually broken on the like third and sometimes fourth try. So usually like after 3 times, okay, so after 3 attempts, usually level gets broken, but there are so many exceptions to it, and sometimes levels can work like so many times, like 5 times, 6 times. It's a matter of the current situation on the market, because sometimes there can be, like 1, 2, 3, like 4, wow, it's like 4 green candlesticks. So what is happening here is the price is bouncing off of this level now. Okay, so it's a little bit sometimes difficult to figure out which level is more relevant to the price. Like in this case, you have so many different levels, so many various levels now in play, and basically I just have to figure out which one. So is it this one in play or this one? Okay, so now it's this one, right? So we are moving fast because 10 minutes ago the US markets opened, and it's just a little bit of extra volatility during the first 10 to 15 minutes of the US exchange opening. Oh, we have another three green so far. So in this case, what I want to do is I want to place a pending order. Now I want what I want to do is I want to memorize this price, so 1.07775 and 75. I press save, and then I press all right. Here is my pending order. It has appeared on the chart, and once the price reaches this level, it will be triggered and will turn into a trade. When that happens, maybe it will happen, maybe it won't. It's kind of hard to tell, but we'll see. All right. So this level is a stronger one now. All right, let's have a look at the pound. Oh wow, kind of missed this one. So 1.26400. So we can place 264. So I check the price. Yes, correct. I press save and I press right. So here is my pending order, and I can cancel it from the chart, right from the chart. Like if I don't wanna, I can cancel it from here, from my, where are my pending orders? Yeah, here they are, my pending orders. And I can do it from the chart. So I have two options. All right, here is another example, right? Outcut, so the Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar, and let me draw this level for you. So that's 87960, and in this case, well, we can do it manually, or we can place, let's place a pending order 60, save, and yeah, here it is. So this pending order has appeared, it got triggered, so it appeared on the chart, it got triggered by the price, and this is my trade in the downwards direction. So my dear friends, I have a question for you. So who of you uses this approach regularly in your trades? Maybe you have some stories to share, maybe you know some specific patterns, or you wanna maybe hear my opinion on something regarding this approach, this trading approach. So in the meantime, as you can see on Outcut, we are so the price is retracing from here, from this level, but we have another 2 minutes for 2 minutes to go with this trade, and a lot obviously can change. So the next resistance level is gonna be this one, right? So we have another like double top, possibly, potentially, and well, here we are kind of far away, but this is another horizontal level. So I would say somewhere here would be a stronger one. So it's a potential double top formation, but let's see how this current trade closes. All right, so let's, okay, so almost. Now, here is a little trick with these with levels of support and resistance. As you can see, and as I said in the very beginning, it's not really like it's not really levels, like one price, it's more of an area. And you can clearly see this in this example, Euro USD, that the price bounced off of not exactly from this price, like 1.07780, but more from this one, like 72. So it's kind of like this usually 10 to 20 pips variation. So like maybe 5 pips below, 10 pips above. So it always is like this. Okay, like see in this example. Unfortunately, on the last second, it closed with, well, basically with a refund. Yeah, opening quote and closing quote are the same. And this level, so we have 1, 2 so far shadows of candlesticks. So I think this level has chances of holding on to the and we might see this double top formation. That is why I opened another trade in the downwards direction, right? So this is trade on outcut. All right, I have a question here. Have you used the SMT divergence? So what is SMT? What does this stand for? SMT divergence. What is SMT divergence? Let me see. SMT divergence. Smart money techniques. No, I'm not really familiar with this tool. I think it's kind of like a custom indicator. Yeah, I haven't really heard of this, so I'm not familiar how to use that. All right. Boom. CAD JPY is dropping. But there was this nice previous level here. Just for our learning purposes, right? As you can see. Actually, this pattern, I usually call it like downwards correction downwards. Because basically, yes, we have a strong level here, then price goes down, price returns, and then boom, this is called the acceleration phase. So usually price, if it's not able to break above this level, then usually it just drops like rapidly from here. So the previous level, back to this level, and downwards. All right. Ooh, so 1, 2, 30 seconds to go on this one. All right. How about this trade here? The euro against the Australian dollar. And let me just go ahead and draw this line the way I see it. So it's right here. Once again, it's not. This is not like the level. It's more of an area. All right. So unfortunately, this trade outcut. The price breaks above, and now basically we need to see whether the price will be able to stay above, or it will be just a false breakout. And in this case, I will be able to open another downwards trade from here. And at the same time, I look at our collective trades, and so far all of them are green, which is great. Basically, this time it seems that our prediction machine is working so accurately. All right, Astro Index. Let's try implementing this strategy with the indices, composite indices, and let's use this. Let's place a pending order. So here is our here is a pending order. Right, here's the price, and it is in the downwards direction. And so browse the index again. We have a level here. Wow, what about Nasdaq? Wow, Nasdaq is so volatile also, but we can see that we have this previous resistance level, so we can place a pending order here next to 1769. This level. Yes, exactly before. And this can work as a resistance level. All right. So let me go ahead and check my pending orders. So here are the pending orders. All right. Using the another message in the chat. Using the support and resistance levels, I also use reversal candlesticks on can't see this word, on those levels as confirmation for my trade. Well, yes, I think that that is so. This remark is very close to that message in the end of that was like 1.5 hours ago about that concept that you can use levels of support and resistance in combination with just Japanese candlestick patterns and indicators as well. So yes, that is true, but maybe the problem sometimes is that we tend to use too many confirmations, and just kind of be aware of that, that you don't want to have too many confirmations, because then in that case you'll just be waiting for your signal a little bit too long, and they might be in conflict with one another. So that is like kind of the only problem with support levels and like when you apply different, when you are using different strategies like simultaneously. A good question, how to start as a beginner. So for any beginner, I suggest and I highly recommend spending some time like pretty much going and attending our webinars, exploring our help center, our tutorials. So the idea is that you need to be prepared before you start trading. So you need to learn the basic principles. You need to find strategy. You need to figure out strategies that work for you, and you need to learn the money management techniques. You need to work on your psychology. So I would say probably the main approach that you should have in your, like, the main idea is that trading is not a sprint. It's in fact a marathon. So you never wanna be I think the worst kind of mindset that you can have when you trade is when you wanna make a lot of money like too soon. Like you just wanna invest say $50 and then make $2,000 like the next day, then $10,000 by the end of the month. It just doesn't work like that. So the idea is that it's a long run, and you need to be using you need to learn a lot, And basically you need to know that the slower you go, the further you get. So this principle actually works in trading. So you need to spend some time learning, and then once you are prepared, you start investing a little bit. So you trade with that money, and once you realize that you can make consistent profits, you can constantly you can start increasing the amounts of money that you trade. So yes, I mean, Danny says it right. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Yes, 100%. That's the story about trading, that you really need to consider this activity. Well, I mean, I've been trading for more than 10 years, right? I never really considered this like this activity that I will make a lot of money and then I will buy a tropical island for myself and like spend the rest of my life there. I never really had this kind of impression. I was really thinking that I can turn this activity into my maybe lifetime hobby. Why not? So it turns into your hobby, or it becomes, so this activity might become your main source of income. You might become a professional trader. It means that you work professionally, you work like say every day, and you trade every day. There are multiple ways how you can work with that, but the main principle is, yes, this is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Guys, we are trying to guide you as much as we can, right? I mean, it's unfortunately we cannot pass all our knowledge. I cannot pass all my knowledge in just a few hours of trading. You really need to do your due diligence. You need to trade, you need to work, you need to analyze your trades, you need to maybe print out the most interesting patterns. You need to have your own collection of patterns. It's a big process, right? It's like we spent like 3, 4, 5 years at a university when we are trying to learn some skill, some job, some position. And yet many people, when they start trading, they have these totally unrealistic expectations that they can turn rich like overnight, because people spend like years in Harvard, Oxford, and I know like other schools where they teach financial trading, financial education, like world economy, etc., and so on and so forth. And those people, they spend years. And yet many people, who I talk to, because I from time to time I go visit those trading seminars, and I talk to different people, and many of them, yes, they have this unrealistic expectation that they wanna jump into the market, start making tens of thousands of dollars from the first month. They invest unrealistically high amounts of money into trading, and oftentimes, I would say in more than 95% cases, that leads to lost funds. It's not something that we want. It's not that pretty much no one wants to lose, right? I mean, any normal person expects, any normal person who starts a business expects positive returns on his or her investments. The same is true with trading. Yes, it's the same principle applies here. All right, guys, we have 1 more minute for this trade, Digital Dragons, this incline support level, this upwards support level. I will not cancel. I will keep my pending orders here. So currently 3 out of 4 trades in our collective trade number 2 are green. They are in the money, which is great. And we have 30 seconds here to go. So what's the plan for the remaining 1 hour? We have one final topic, which is called Kind Martin strategy. It's actually one of my favorite strategies. I really learned this combination of the parabolic SAR and the MACD indicator long time ago, kind of like this very basic yet the most reliable tool ever, common to SMA, the simple moving average, the RSI, the MACD, the parabolic SR, these are kind of the oldest yet some of the most effective combinations or indicators or combinations of indicators ever. Yeah, that's what we are going to show you in just a few minutes. So just two more messages here. So talk about loss recovery too. It made me lose capital twice as soon as I okay, so it's quite a big topic. Recovering your losses, like I wouldn't. So the point is that you never wanna like kind of have this mindset that you wanna cover up your previous losses. It's in fact sometimes it's better to sort of mentally write off those losses and start fresh, like the next day. Because if you start thinking about like how much profits, how much losses have I recovered, it kind of it's not something that you should be thinking about. You should be thinking about executing your trading strategy rather than thinking about money in each trade. Even though money, of course, is important, but it's more important to be executing your trading strategy in the right way possible, in the best possible way. Right, final question. Let's come to the point. Announce the results of the previous collective trade. I did announce the results. The 3 out of 4 closed with a profit. So, dear Mr. Danger, yes, the first one was positive, and everyone who participated will get, I think 15. Yeah, that was announced, $15 risk-free trades. Hello, sir. I wanted to know why your chart is different from mine. Well, I think maybe it's the time frame here, or maybe here the type of chart. Just check these two. All right, so that's it from my end. I will stop and Vlad will continue in about 15 seconds with his topic of the kind Martin strategy. See you guys in about 40 minutes, and I will conclude the today's event.
Okay, so let us here, and we are ready to continue. So guys, please share in the live chat how do you find this webinar marathon, whether you like it, whether you feel that there is something that needs to be added into the further marathon. Well, I'm already there with my thoughts in upcoming sessions, but anyways, let's focus on what do we have right now. During this lesson, during this session, I will tell you more about the kind Martin strategy. As my colleague mentioned, this is quite a decent one. This is quite a nice, and actually this was my first strategy that I learned when joined the platform, and this is quite a cool one, and many of our traders learned the kind Martin as well. Also, just wanted to remind you that if you have expert status, then you already know, you might have known about the opportunity of getting knowledge from our professional traders, our coaches from the VIP department, and they also may teach you on how to use the Kai Martin as well as the all other strategies. So what's so interesting about the Kai Martin, as the point is that it is related to advanced status strategies. So even though you have advanced status, you can definitely get it, activate it on your screen, and start using. However, do not feel depressed. Even if you have starter status, you can still use it. Simply copy these indicators that I've applied on the screen, and you will be able to trade with it. Well, it's quite easy and simple. Let me briefly tell you about it. At first, we have these classic candlesticks. Unlike in the last strategy that I was talking about, the horizon, we had to use these Heikin-Ashi candles, but in this one, candles are classic ones. Plus, we have the parabolic SAR, stop and reverse indicator, which is represented as these dots going all along the price movement, either above or below the price, and basically they are determining the trend direction, right? Well, we'll return back to this indicator a little bit later. And the last one that we have over here, it is MACD, but taken with quite exotic settings. These are 7, 14, and 5, unlike 12, 26, and 9 that we usually have in our strategies. So in this time, it's quite modified. Um, Again, some people may ask how to change the appearance of the indicator. It's quite simple to do. You just click on the indicator itself, and over here you may either uh, enable all other lines in the MACD indicator. Also, you may change the appearance of the histogram by clicking on this colored circle and changing it to either a line or a histogram, or this linear area. So what would be the key points of opening a trade according to the strategy? Again, so parabolic SAR dots represent in which direction the price will most likely move. Whenever dots appear above the price is most likely moving downwards. So basically, the appearance of these dots describe the possible price nearest future. When we talk about the MACD, well, as in previous strategies, its area serves as the indicator for upcoming increasing or decreasing price. Over here we can see that as of now the area is located below the baseline, which means that the price is more likely to go down, to drop. As for the parabolic dots, they are located above the price, again indicating that the price is dropping. However, the best possible way to open a trade according to this strategy is to wait until both conditions match. When both parabolic dots appear, for example, below the price and the MACD area cross the baseline from bottom to top, or a vice versa situation when parabolic dots appear above the price, meaning that the price is moving down, and the MACD area crosses the baseline from top to bottom. That's so easy. Recommended expiration time according to the strategy is 3 to 5 candles. Of course, depending on a time frame. Since I mostly prefer to trade according to the Kind Martin strategy, as well as on the FTT trading mode, on the lowest time frames, which is 1 minute. Sometimes I switch to 15 seconds, but usually I prefer using 1 minute. So in this case, the recommended expiration time, all we need to do is to multiply number of candles by the current time frame, 1 minute. So that would be 3 to 5 minutes recommended expiration time. I mostly prefer to use 3-minute expiration here. So all we need to do is to start searching for possible signals. So let's start with this Europe Composite Index, and right away we have this signal which appeared on the price chart. So again, reminding you, Europe Composite Index, 93% rate of return, which is amazing. You may get the same rate of return by switching to expert status. Also, if you are not sure whether you want to switch to the status, if you are an advanced status user, you can progress yourself through levels, get this opportunity of testing the expert status for 2 days, and simply simply compare how it is to trade on the highest profit ever. Yeah, the Olymp provides one of the highest yield possible on the market, which is quite cool, and I would say this is one of the main reasons why traders may choose the platform over others. So please pay attention to it when you will be opening deals. Some of my clients usually prefer to only open trades on assets with 93% rate of return, specifically on commodity composite index, Europe composite index. In this case, you have lesser number of potential signals, but in this case, in case of a successful trade, you will be able to get higher rate of return, higher profit. That's good. So instead of having, let's say, $90 for every $100 trades, you will be able to get $93. On one hand, that's not a big difference, but if you multiply it, if you continue multiplying it by, let's say, 10, by 100, the potential profit that you can get, well, I guess conclusions are quite obvious. Of course, I'll be checking your questions, so do not forget to text me into the live chat. Let's see what you've just texted here. Much love from Nigeria. Whoa, that's a nice country. Well, I would definitely visit it once. Chart is the same. Olymp trade is legit. Yes, you are totally right. Hopefully fixing that feedback sound. Well, I'm not sure about what feedback do you mean you are talking about. If you can specify what do you mean, please again share it with us in the live chat. All right. Now, what are you going to do? We've just had a negative trade. Well, again, there's nothing to worry about. We have plenty of time to recover. For example, we have gold, and it is about to demonstrate us a signal. Well, it just did. So right now I may open another trade in the upwards direction on the gold asset for another 3 minutes. We'll see what's going to happen after this time period. Again, as my colleague already mentioned, trading psychology, knowledge about the risk money management is also extremely important for each trader. No matter of his level of experience, you should know how to control your emotions. You should be well, quite emotionless while opening deals, because this is not the field where you should express yourself in terms of emotions. So whenever you feel something that you need to win this market, that you need to beat it, and so on and so forth, make sure to take a small break, relax, do some physical exercises, drink some tea or whatever, and return back again with your head, which will be emptied of emotions. Alright, because emotions, no matter what they are, will lead to negative result. Believe me. Okay, and I would say that yeah, lots of traders faced these this trading psychology when they just started their activity on the market, and I guess pretty much every trader may share at least 1, 2, 5 stories with everyone, and where he lost just because he was angry, just because he was overconfident, and because of like all these things. Okay, so right now the deal is quite unstable. I'm not sure what's going to happen in the nearest minute. How much time do we have left? We have 50 seconds. Alright, so candles are quite small, relatively small. Okay, right now we have one red candle. We'll see what will happen. Epic Trading Marathon. Well, thank you, dear trader. I hope that you really like it, and we will continue entertaining you, showing you all the best practices, and inviting you to our further marathons as well as further contests. So stay tuned. Remember to subscribe our channel. Please press thumbs up. All these things. Okay, right now gold decided to drop. So well, quite. I would say in this particular case, this is quite predictable of gold to be quite cruel towards some traders, because gold is quite an aggressive asset, and yeah, it can travel quite a lot distance during a single day. So be careful with that. As for my opinion, such assets as gold, such assets which include British pound, are quite tricky. So be sure to uh, like look at them extremely carefully. But again, this is just my opinion. Some other traders would agree with me on that and say, Vlad, these are quite nice and steady assets. I prefer to trade over there. Well, it's fully up to your opinion, guys. I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm just sharing my own opinion. Alright, so what do we have over here? We have the euro against the United States dollar. However, there is no obvious signal here. I better search for something else. So again, returning back to the commodity composite index, right now the situation looks quite stable. The signal occurred around 7 minutes back. I'm not going to open any trades here. Instead, I will wait for other potential signals generated on other assets, like this one on the Europe Composite Index. I've just opened the trade in the downward direction, simply because the first dot of the parabolic SAR indicator occurred above the price chart, showing me that the price has intention to move downwards. This is what's happening right now with this asset. Let's get back to your questions. Yeah, guys, please support me. So text anything in the live chat, something like Vlad, I'm with you. Share what's your location, which country you are from. It's always nice to know that we are an international team. Okay, in the meantime, I will continue looking for potential signals on the market. We have other assets. Again, returning back to gold and see what will it show us. As of now, it keeps on going down. Yeah, my previous trade closed with negative result. As of now, gold changed its direction, went in a downwards downwards direction, and well, right now, yeah, I may definitely open a trade on the Apple stocks. That would be good, because both conditions, well, only one condition matches, which is parabolic dots are located above the price. Now all we need to do is to wait until the MACD area drops below the zero line. Of course, it won't be that easy. Sometimes it may take quite a while in order to wait for this moment. Yeah. By the way, what do you think about the latest Apple presentation, where they presented these glasses? Well, these are kind of for working in this augmented reality. Please let me know if you have tried them. I want to try them myself, maybe, and yeah, that will be quite good. Also, what do you think about trading in this augmented reality? Maybe you will love to trade while watching TV or while doing your work simultaneously. Okay. All right. So we have Mahajantar index. Parabolic dots appeared above the price chart. However, on the contrary, we have the MACD area which appeared above the baseline. Again, this is not a signal for us. We should wait for both conditions to be matched, because ideally the creator of the parabolic SAR indicator, which was Wells Wilder Jr., he himself told uh, to traders that he explained that actually this parabolic SAR indicator cannot be used as a standalone one, so it would be better to mix it with something else. Like in our case, we mix the parabolic SAR with the MACD, so it works quite well. Okay, so what do we have here? Again, I've returned back to the commodity composite index. However, I'm thinking about switching to currencies, and again, scrolling through them, maybe I'll find some interesting opportunity for myself. Um, Again, there is another option how to open trades according to the Kyle Martin strategy. In this particular case, in case you see that both conditions still match, like in this particular case, the signal occurred around 10 minutes back. However, uh, still all the both of these conditions um, match with each other, means parabolic dots appear below the price, as well as the MACD area. It's still located above the zero level. In such particular case, we may continue opening deals in upwards direction, but this might be considered risky, especially for novice traders. So the most the most juices you will get, the most potential you will get from the very beginning of a signal formation. All right, so we have the Australian dollar against the Japanese yen. Let me open a trade here. I've just did it. Downwards direction, $20 trade, and yeah, 3 minutes. Let's get back to your comments. I'm with you. Great to hear that. Could you suggest some of the strategies? Well, as of now, I recommend you to try this Kyle Martin strategy either on demo or on real account, up to your decision. Before proceeding, you may do some back testing, means like pretending that you are trading on the history chart. In order to do this, you may need to scroll the graph back into the history and pretend that you are opening these trades. Why it's so necessary? It's very good for trading your own attentiveness. It's good for forming goals for yourself and choosing the proper duration for your deals. For example, in this strategy, why did I choose 3-minute trade duration? Simply because I did some back testing in the past, created a table where I specified 3, 4, 5 minutes, and conducted this analysis on the basis of hundreds of trades, which gave me a result that a 3-minute trade will be my best choice for this specific strategy. Now, what of the $3,000 price pool? Well, $3,000 price pool, as it comes from the name of this webinar, will be how to say, will be measured as risk to trade. So the total amount, the total value of prizes for this webinar, for this marathon, is worth $3,000, maybe even more. I haven't yet counted it. Actually, we'll see in the very end of our webinar. I won't tell you my country yet. If you want to know, feel complex from. Well, It's up to you. I'm not forcing you. You can keep it as a secret. I just wanted to know simply from where our listeners are watching this webinar as of now, and it would be quite interesting. Call it curiosity. In the meantime, let me check other signals, other assets. So right now we have this euro against the Australian dollar. Okay, no signals over there. Over here on the euro against the Canadian dollar, there was a signal a couple of minutes back. I'm quite late for that. Also, there's lots of things changed since then. Yeah, despite the fact that only 4 minutes passed, still the market is quite aggressive. Right. So what do we have here? No signals. There is a potential signal on the British pound against the Japanese yen. Right now the price is moving upwards. So at first we had this signal generated by the parabolic SAR, but this is just a confirmational indicator. It just tells us whether to open a deal or not. However, another indicator shows us the direction. So parabolic SAR may serve as some sort of a traffic light. It shows either red or green for us. Okay, so nothing over here. Returning back to the euro against the United States dollar. Now let's open all the assets and see if we can do anything with it. So as of now, no signals on the commodity composite index. Maybe in just a couple of seconds. Nope, not yet. How about the Europe composite index? Not here. Right, so Asia composite index. I could have opened the trade over here in the upwards direction, and maybe I will do it. I will use my risk to trade, but let's firstly give some chance to other assets. Well, for example, the gold asset. Okay, as I said, I will use this risk to trade and open a deal in upwards direction. 3 minutes. And in the meantime, let's check some additional messages from you. Well, what is third contest results? Well, my colleague Thomas, once he gets back, he will be able to share the results, announce of results of all the 3 contests that we've conducted. Okay. Show history of trades, please. Sure, not an issue. Just give me a couple of seconds. What are collective trade results? Again, as I already mentioned, my colleague has all the data. He will definitely share it with you. I'm listening from Nigeria. Please, how often is the training? So the point is that as soon as you get expert status on the platform, you have an opportunity to get at least one individual training session per week. At least one educational session per week. So yeah, that's why we really want people to get expert statuses, because we really want them to better understand about trading, to better understand about assets, indicators, price action techniques, ways of handling emotions, and all these topics. So there are lots of topics to discuss. Trading is a really vast topic for discussion, so definitely there'll be enough knowledge that you will get during our consultations. Alright, so this is a risk to trade. Someone asked me to share my my trade results. Over here you can see them. So as of now, this will be my 4th trade during this session. Yeah, I do not often open this many trades. I prefer to explain why I'm doing it, and I would say literally prefer this slow and steady approach in order not to miss any single detail. because again, trading is not about opening thousands of trades. Trading is mostly about to take care of your own deposit, and slowly accumulating the profit to the amount you invested. So we do not wish to risk some bigger amount that we have. Thank you for the marathon. That's very interesting. Well, thank you for attending this session. That's really nice for us to uh, like conduct it for guys like you. I don't know anything about trading. How can I become expert? Please reply. Well, dear AK edits, in order to become a trader, you should at least register on the Olymp trade platform and proceed to the educational session. So over here in the help section, you can find this. First of all, these are trading tutorials, plus there's a help center where which contains lots of information about trading, about strategies, indicators, and so on and so forth. So these are trading related topics, as well as some points related to the platform itself, like how to pass verification, how to change profile settings, and so on and so forth. Very useful article. I highly recommend to all the newcomers to check it, make some notes for themselves, and remember about its existence. Because, well, I would say that our customer support team, they would like to gladly answer your questions. In the meantime, if you search in the help section, most probably you'll find the answer to your question that you wanted to ask us. Okay, so what was the trade result? It was positive. That's really good. And let's move forward. Return back to the commodity composite index. Over here, there is a downside trading potential. I can open a trade just like I offered last time. Let me open a down trade. This will be a risky trade. Again, I'm using it in order to show you that actually you can utilize these risky trades in case you have expert status. Moreover, I would say you can get them by progressing yourself through trading. As you can see, over here down below, there is a progress bar showing me on which level I am as of now, and how many levels can I get before my current expert status expires. By the way, just wanted to let you know that if you have an expert status, once you reach level 5, you will be able to keep your expert status for the next 30 days. This will allow you to not to lose your pace and continue opening trades with highest profit potential. I mean highest yield, up to 93%. Right, as of now the price is going right into the direction that we want. And let's see. Yes, someone is saying about my losing trades that I made in the past. Well, that's totally right. I'm not sitting here with Photoshop and editing my results. Yeah, all these results are here in my trading history. Some of these trades are losing ones, some of these trades are positive ones. But in the meantime, if you look over here, like I have around 48% profitable trades. What does it mean? It means if you are using such money management techniques as martingale, for example, or parlay, you will be able to recover unsuccessful deals and move forward. Even if you have, let's say, 40% successful results, you will still be able to be in profit, simply because you will be able to recover your losses and get this small but stable positive result. Again, these systems such as martingale are quite tricky, and you should use them wisely. Again, no one is forcing you to use to trade according to martingale. However, just mention it that some people might be interested. Okay, what do we have in your comments? Please answer the question. Don't you think that 3 and 2 and 1 minutes is too small a time frame for trading and getting a truly non-random results? I would say that on lower time frames, such as 1 minute, especially on 15 seconds or even 5 seconds, uh, price becomes even less unpredictable comparing to, let's say, 1 hour time frames where you can operate with the levels, trends, and all these things. However, still, well, intentionally, these strategies that you can find on the platform, like iMartin, like Horizon, Safari, all of them that were added to the platform. Initially, they were created for these smaller time frames. At least this is my opinion. This is how I see it, right? So it's totally fine, at least for me. I have quite decent results with them trading on, let's say, 5 minute time frames. If you are talking about deal durations, well, I would say same story over here. Depending on what time frame you're using, for example, on 1 minute time frame, I can easily operate with the 3 minute trade duration, just like I'm showing over here on my screen. This is totally fine. If you prefer to trade on higher time frames, again, dear traders, just remember that we all different. Some of us prefer to trade on lesser time frames, such as 5 seconds. We have specific asset to trade on, which is called Quickler, which allows you to get instant result from your every trade with 5 second trade duration. Yeah, in my opinion, this is quite an aggressive asset for trading, just like if we take, say, crash 300 for forex trading, but still it's here. Some people really love it and they get decent result. Not all of them, but still, if you catch this wave, you will be able to succeed. As for other people, they prefer slower, like higher time frames and slower trade duration. And again, this is all up to their decision. Again, successful strategy is not the one that all people love. Successful strategy is the one that specifically for you generates profitable results. I hope that I've answered your question, because yeah, many times I've been asked for to comment on the situation. Third contest results. Well, I see that more comments coming related to contests. Well, definitely you will know more of them in just a few minutes. As of now, let's check for the opportunity to open one last deal during this marathon. Let me just check it. I need to check thoroughly and find the signal which will be having more accuracy. Okay, well, I can count this one as quite an accurate one. Australian dollar against the Japanese yen, 80% rate of return. Now, yeah, I switched from 93 to 80, but still it's worth it, and I'm hoping for the best. In the meantime, let's get back to your questions. Lost so much money on Olymp trade, help me. Dear trader, I'm really sorry for your loss. In the meantime, remember that you have access to our materials, educational materials that will help you to better understand how this sphere, big sphere, vast topic works. Again, trading is not this gambling game where you go, you press one single button, and you hit the jackpot. It's something more complicated. Well, I think that even in the lottery, you won't be able to win by just placing one single bet. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Uh, Announce results with names so that we will be happy to hear on live. Definitely, this is a part of our trading marathon. We are not just conducting these trading contests, but we also announce prizes along with these winners' names. Um, so in this case, yeah, no tricks. Right. So how much time do I have left? It's 1 minute until the end of the trade. Still, dear traders, if you have some personal questions for me, I would like to, will be glad to answer them. So definitely ask your questions. So again, during today's session, I've explained you about several strategies. The first one was Safari. Second one in our list was Horizon, and the current one is called Kind Martin. Quite an old and I would say the classical strategy, which allows you to get used to this moderate trade duration on the platform. Again, there might be some aggressive strategies such as the barcode, for example, as well as there might be quite a slow strategies, for example, the peacock, and there might be moderate strategies, and I think that Kind Martin is one of them. Okay, so this trade was profitable as well. Great. And right now, if you do not have any more questions to me, I had a question that after winning the leaderboards, mostly I'm getting XP out of it and no risk-free trades. What are the probability of getting risk-free trades in super cubes? Well, I don't think that anyone can tell you about exact percentages of chances of getting risk-free trades out of boost cubes. At least for me, I do not have this information, so unfortunately, uh, I cannot satisfy you with anything as of now. Um, well, the only thing that you may keep on trying, and will definitely get some risk trades of it. But there is a more stabilized way of getting risk trades. That is, again, earning them from Trader's Way. Over here, as you can see, every 2 levels, you will be able to get risk trades in your account. This is how it works. Also, there might be some contests conducted in our social networks. I hope that you already subscribe to all of them, or at least to as many of them as you can, and we'll definitely uh, like participate in these contests in order to earn prizes. Okay. Okay, so let me check if Thomas is ready to announce results. Okay, so in just a few seconds, I'm passing the microphone to him. Thank you, dear traders, for your participation. I'm really excited to stream specifically for you. Thank you for your replies, for your support. Would like to see you in our next webinar marathon that we will definitely conduct in the nearest future. Thank you all, and bye bye. Passing the mic to Thomas.
Hey guys, so I guess my job for the final part of today's marathon is to announce the results of the second collective trade contest. So here they are, and well, I know them already. So unfortunately, we have a deuce here. So 2 trades closed with profit, right? Here, AUD JPY, pretty nice close, and commodity composite index. That's a very decisive win. But unfortunately, the Nasdaq index reversed in the last 10 seconds and posted a very quick rise in price. And the second one, Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin was also, I think, had a pretty nice chances of winning, especially on this news, and then boom, all of a sudden it drops. So it just seems that this level 43,000 seems to be like a very strong psychological level for Bitcoin, even though we can clearly see this flag-like formation like this, or I would say it's kind of closer to triangle, because as you can see, when you place these support levels and resistance levels like this, it looks like a wedge, right? It looks like this triangle, and it's a triangle, it's a convergent triangle, right? So we are moving slightly towards the convergence moment, and I think it's very likely that there will be a breakout upwards. All right, so here are the results of the collective trade number 2. Now, since I think there was a request to announce the winners of the first contest. Well, guys, I think I showed them already, but if you want to find yourself in this list, provided that you actually participated, so once again, I do not want to pronounce every name because I might mispronounce it, so I'll just show you that basically here they are, the account numbers. I'm not sure about this account number though, it seems to have a little bit too many digits, but I will double check on this as well. This seems a little bit confusing, but here is the list of our winners, and here are our champions today. And also I already announced by names the winners of the Guess the Quote or Guess the Price contest, and there we definitely have winners. I mean, over there in that contest, there was no way that there would be no winners, so obviously the winners are there. So guys, well, that's it. That's the end of today's webinar marathon. I would like to thank you all for your attention. I know it's not easy to stay focused, to remain focused for almost 4 hours straight with almost no breaks. I mean, lucky me and Vlad, we had an opportunity to take breaks, but unfortunately we didn't really give you any breaks except those times for contest. But nonetheless, I really hope that you enjoyed today's activity, today's event, and you will gladly join our next event. I think it will take place in the beginning of March next month. So we, even though we try, I think we are we are really considering conducting such events every 3 weeks, you know, to make such educational events more of a frequent activity. And if you can leave us some feedback, that would also be great. You can write it in the well, pretty much in the comments below, and in the comments to the webinar, right? Or you can always contact customer support, and for example, like, you know, if you need time to sort of consider everything, just think about everything, write about your favorite strategy or what you learned or what you are gonna be using in your trading. So feel free to share that with our customer support. They will pass on that information. So Mr. Danger, I think you've written like this message like 3 times. Let us know when will the winners. Oh yeah, it's the rewards. Yes, the rewards within 24 hours. So we usually have this rule in order to not make any mistakes, in order to just do everything attentively and carefully. 24 hours. And the names, yes. Result of the third contest. So unfortunately it's 50-50, and in this case when it's 50-50 there are no rewards because it's 50-50. It should be 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 4 winning trades. What else? Is there anything else I should mention? I actually think no. I think we have mentioned we've mentioned everything. We have today we have shared quite a lot of interesting information and useful and practical information that can be used in your trades. So I guess that's it for today. So thank you. Thanks a lot for your attention. I would like to invite you to our next event, which will, once again, as I said, will take place in the beginning of March. And if you have any questions, feel free to address them to our lovely customer support. They are they will pass information to us if there is some request for us. So pay attention to this pattern. I'm just, this interesting pattern. We are looking upwards with cryptos. And yeah, thanks a lot for your attention. It was a pleasure working for you, and I will see you next Monday with my market overview webinar. So thanks a lot. Good luck with your trading, and I hope that you can take away something very useful from this from today's event. So good luck and see you soon.